Okay, and we are here for the, I believe it is London Unbreakables versus the Leicester THESTRALs. I am Sam Burkett, your commentator, joined by the Snitch, Kyle Balderson.
Hello, how's it going?
So, how do you think this game is going to go?
I think London might edge it, but being an East Midlands-based player, I kind of really root in Leicester, but obviously Snitch is impartial in this whole thing.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay. And brooms up is called. Oh, that's a nice kick, but very close to a kick into hands. Leicester, it's very scrappy. No, Unspeakables regain the quaffle, and there's no goal. Very close there by, I believe it is Alex Lewis.
Yes.
Leicester keeper with the ball.
Mermaid's top goal scorer last season, I believe, QPR.
You need to talk into there. Yeah. And now we have Gabri on beating, as well as Wilson Jagged, I believe. Slowly advancing the quaffle up the pitch against the Unbreakable. Is it Unbreakables or Unstoppables?
Yes, it is. I don't recall.
And that is a reset used by Leicester there. Nice, some very scrappy play from Unbreakables, but beat out by Gabri. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So Leicester once again advancing up the pitch, taking it nice and slow. Some very big beta spacing by Leicester there, which is interesting, and it works because Leicester's beaters are there. But number 93 takes it away, tries to run through, but Gabri is there, fakes the beat and beats that. But Declan Ramsey is there, blocked by Leicester keeper, and the play is reset to Leicester's keeper.
Almost.
It's very close.
Very close.
It was. So, as Leicester once again advance up the pitch, going to see how this goes. So, London are in a kind of very condensed and long compact formation, laying Leicester's trolls all the way around the back. And as you can see, London Unspeakables. Oh, Leicester going for the napalm, but Gabri is beat just before he can make contact with Ballinger there. And that is Unbreakables ball with Alex Lewis. With their first major offense that isn't a counter. Alex Lewis just walking up the pitch, looking for his options. All their trolls are marked. Oh, break free. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna? Oh, Gabri deflects the beat. Oh, and number 5 free. No, but he drops it and is beat. So the ball with Leicester's keeper, number 7 there. And as he moves up the pitch, Gabri's still on. And I believe still all the same starting lineup. I think it looks like Leicester are going for the double troll tactic.
They might have to mix it up though. I don't know if that's going to pay dividends. This compact is doing well for London. They haven't managed to materialise anything yet.
Yeah, the compact is doing very well. Oh, but then get the press from Gabri. And that is very nice. And through! That is Leicester number 7 scoring there. Big lad. Neil. Although London already on the counter attack with Alex Lewis, seeing if he can do anything, but unfortunately Gabri is there with the press. And already, are they going to counter or are they not? Are they going to counter? Yes, they're running straight into the dive and straight through. And that was a nice goal, straight through the centre hoop there.
Mid-range shot there. Good mid-range shot. Was that her there?
No, that was, I believe, someone who's just subbed off. So I can't tell what number it was. So Leicester back on. They seem to be using a very high compact. Very kind of similar, quite wide in the beta spacing, but very similar to how Megalodon seem to play. Although Gabri is going out, watching for that troll there, number 28. And also beating out number 64, Declan Ramsey. But Alex Lewis breaking there, managed to beat the Leicester beater at hoops. Unfortunately, he can't really get through the keeper and drops it.
Oh, he's got it.
And is now beat. Number 7 with the quaffle there for Leicester. Unfortunately, he can't go for the sprint into the goal because there's a beater smack bang in the middle of the pitch, number 87.
What do you reckon, Sam? A swim game?
I don't know. I mean, Leicester seem to be doing well. Leicester seem to do well, but I'm not sure. I'd say on the advantage, on the whole, Leicester, no, Unbreakables London have the better chaser lineup. But, and that is a napalm coming through from Leicester, which seems to have worked as they now have no bludger situation. And but can he complete it? And yes, after a bit of scuffling around the hoops, London aren't able to bring him down, and he managed to power his way through.
London are really committing into these tackles. With a player that size of Neil, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you've got to, with a player of that size, you've got to at least commit 1 or 2, and then just try and fall back onto and try and just, or even just wrap the arm up, making it pretty much
Arjun Sharma on pitch now, trying to control the quaffle game.
Yep. But that was a very nice beat by number 15, Unbreakables. But they are beat and they retrieve the quaffle. No, and number 7 again is beat before.
I think that was a beat.
That was definitely beat before. It goes through, but beat before. Very nice beat from the Unspeakables beater. I believe it was potentially number 15. Who?
Yes. I don't know them, I'm afraid.
Okay. Different player on point.
It's weird, right? Because playing for Derby, you'd think you would know all the Leicester and Nottingham and Kiel players, but Leicester is where my knowledge is lacking in that area.
Terrible. Even though you played them just last month.
Literally just last month, and we won. But that's the bad play.
To be fair, I was also murking then.
Yeah. Well, don't trump your own punch too much, man.
No. And Gio Ferrino is on the pitch now. As London retain bludger control and beat out the aggressive Leicester beater, number 3 there.
They were lacking this leadership, London. I think they can get it out with Gio.
Yes, I think. Yeah. Also, Gio has a great vertical for those mid-range shots.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's going to be an interesting to see what they can do.
He's gone up to point. We got Arjun on hoops. I don't know any of the other ones. Emma Whitney, I think, on number 26. He's not right so much, but he's waiting for that break. So in case Gio gets beaten out, she can just go straight into the.
Oh, and that was a nice beat, making the trade, but not really. As Gio gets the ball, no bloodshed situation. Can Gio sprint in time? Yes, and the Leicester keeper.
Nothing but net. Nothing but net.
Yeah, Leicester keeper was unfortunately beat there, meaning that they couldn't make the tackle or stop. Very nice break by Gio. Leicester have regained control of bludgers though, which is going to be good and helpful. But we have Gabri has subbed off, and they're now slowly advancing.
Do you think he might come on as a beater again or a quaffle player, Sam?
Gabri does everything. Although I think it's probably Leicester do seem to have the quaffle game on pretty well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But Leicester's beaters both advancing with the quaffle on the right side. Arjun waiting on point there. See if they can make a break and beat one. And that was a nice beat by number 15 straight onto the quaffle area. Gio beat. Arjun on point now with both the beaters very high. Just resetting the quaffle, making sure Leicester have all their players back in. It's reset to the keeper.
Maybe next time that might be a delay of game card.
Potentially. But we'll see. And Leicester Leicester don't regain. That was a bad miss. And Gio is with the ball, and there's another no bludger situation. Can he stop? That's a nice pass. That was a beautiful pass over to number 30. He just dunks it straight in the goal there. And
Gio bowing toward the camera and his teammates.
Very showman.
Humble.
Very humble.
Kendrick Lamar over there.
So Leicester doing a slow reset, not looking to the counter as they are against 2 bludgers. So we'll see as what they decide to do. I think they're still sticking with a 2 troll option. Yeah. 2 wide wing receivers. Because London don't seem to be really changing their defence, although Gio is dropping back a lot more down to cover those in the zone. Just need to see what they're going to do.
Yeah. Definitely, he's fallen back. He's behind his own side of hoops. He's clearly expecting a pass to a troll there.
Leicester beaters aggressing, bringing down the point, and that is Leicester ball over, but not able to get. And Gio has the bludger.
It's going to be a long throw.
Just a miss, and passes across the hoops and scores another nice pass to number 30, who dunks it into the goal.
It's one of those Hail Mary situations when you're a beater and you're just opposite a drive, like opposite side of the pitch, and you just gotta just pray. Pray.
You've got to make that throw. Although, to be fair, having played on this pitch earlier, these bludgers are very slippy, which makes that seemed a bit unnecessary. But I can also see
the inside scoop from Sam.
But also, I agree that was probably necessary. Yeah. You've got to make the players fear you a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, these bludgers are very slippy, which does kind of limit your range and your power. Oh.
It has been a muddy BQC, hasn't it? It's been pretty wet and dreary for what is in April. I mean...
Oh, that was a nice tackle. Nearly brought down Gio. Unfortunately, he misses the shot, but very nice attempt. Very nice tackle. Fortunately, didn't manage to bring them down. So we'll see Leicester. Keeper still hasn't subbed off. He does seem to be doing quite well at commanding the Leicester team.
But he is taking it slow. So there you go. He can stay on a lot longer. It's just,
That's true. So walking up, they've still got the 2 troll strat, but they've changed up the players now. Leicester's beaters still don't have control. Just taking out the point chaser there. I managed to do anything, and they're not going to. Oh, and that is their reset. Unfortunately, Arjun nearly intercepts it, which would have been very unfortunate for Leicester, having all their players committed up front.
That's the profits you can almost get from high pressure situations like that. Always having someone on that reset, ready to go straight forward.
Definitely. Unfortunately, that was a quite lackluster beat there, forcing the press and causing a turnover. Gio again on number 7, trying to steps Leicester player. Unfortunately, they strip it from him. Number 4, I believe. Kieran Purvis managed to strip it from Gio, stopping that offensive.
Good work, Purvis.
Definitely. Yeah. And beat number 43, managed to beat them. So they now have no point, really, but stepping up.
The score currently is 3-all. As the snitch, I am naturally dreading this situation. And
as London beaters step up and cause a no bludge situation. Arjun now. Oh, that was unfortunate. Alex Lewis there. Oh, misses a goal. And recovered by the. Oh, sorry, Alex.
He's the one screaming drive.
I mean, I don't blame him. If I was in that situation, I would have just driven it. Go for the more certain thing rather than the fast play. Yeah. But so number 15 with the quaffle now being passed over. Gabri back on beating.
So,
just pushing out Arjun.
We're backed up against another pitch here, and we've also got London versus London.
Oh yeah, London versus Unspeakables. That's going to be an interesting match. Oh, and that is definitely an over-the-shoulder tackle by Arjun there.
So many London teams here today.
But no, not called, as Kieran Purvis. Gio's hanging on to him, and he is beat. As Gio steps out on the pitch, though. And that is a brooms down. So, how do you think the game's been going so far?
It's tense, man. I honestly think Leicester are being calm and they're trying their best to take it easy and conserve their energy. Maybe for the overtime, the snitch on pitch play. But I don't know. I think London will edge it still.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
London QC against the other London team.
Okay, so just a score update from the other pitches. It is 20-0 to the London Quidditch Club, beating Unspeakables there. And we have I believe the ball is still with Gio, going up.
Okay, Sam, I'm going to have to go for my warm-up, so we're all rooting for Team Snitch, right? Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully going to make it a long game. So we'll see. So as we can see, this is going to be a quite close game. The score is 30-30, so it's definitely within range for any team. Anyone can win it. But as you see, the Leicester keeper is directing the game, organising his defence, seeing what people want to do, what he wants his team to do. And the game is about to restart. And Leicester with the bludger control. Gabri back on. Going double offensive there. Although, to be honest, I don't think Leicester really have that many defensive beaters. So, Arjun beat out now as Gio slowly advances the quaffle. And there's the press. Call on foot. Oh, that was a nice. I did not see that chaser there. As she carries the ball number 35, but is slowly pushed out and is beaten by Gabri and on the intercept by the keeper. As they slowly advance, not really going for the counter with one bludger in, just keeping it nice and calm, not losing their heads to anything. Arjun on point, shadowed by the unarmed beater from London. And Arjun is beat out, and the point is beat out number 3. Number 7 slowly advancing. Oh, that was a nice beat. Is he going to drive through in that no bludger situation? Yes, he is. And straight through the center of the medium hoop there. That was good. A nice offense. Waiting for the perfect moment. 4-3 to Leicester there. So Gio, the keeper, back with a quaffle. Calling for, I believe it's 1 run left before they're going to sub off. Talking to the assistant ref. A very, very furious beater battle there. Forcing a no bludge situation, really. And, that was a very risky cross pass, but nearly works as number 35 unfortunately doesn't manage to get the bludger and get the quaffle even. And number 7, the keeper of Leicester, retains the quaffle.
Oh yeah, that is.
Leicester beaters going up on the same side. Quite aggressive ahead of the quaffle there.
There you go, 15
So,
minutes.
time is 15 minutes. Just waiting for that no bludger situation. Oh, and Gary makes that nice bludger situation. No bludger. Unfortunately, the keeper decides to try and pass it through. Pass it over the top, which is unfortunately blocked. Gio did look to be out of the keeper zone there, but I believe... Oh, that was a nice deflection by number 43 there. Alex Lewis is deliberately marked out as he is not allowed to play. But Declan Ramsey with a quaffle there, number 64, is beat out. And the Leicester keeper goes back. Gabri running out with quaffle, but with a bludger, but stops. And still beat. Can Leicester score again? Ooh, that was a big tackle. And very scrappy around the hoops, but I can't see. No, I think it's going to turn into a brawl as number 7, as Gio and a Leicester chaser and another on London chaser managed to go through and clear it up, with Judith clearing out the situation with the bludger. It's got London Seeker now meeting Kyle the Snitch, as well as Leicester. One of Leicester's beaters is seeking. As I believe, I can't see where the quaffle is, which is always good. Oh, Gio, the quaffle is with Gio there. It's waiting for the nice offensive, but press and straight. Gio's shot misses, unfortunately, and straight back. And that is a no bludge situation. Are they going? No, bludger straight in. Oh no, unfortunately, are they going to be able to drive through? Yes, they are. Number 7 with a nice little attack and break from that no bludger situation, which leads the score to, I believe it is 50-30. Scorekeepers, please can you update the... Thank you. So, Snitch is on pitch. Carl Boldson of Derby, who unfortunately been knocked out earlier in this tournament. Alex Lewis having a mark on him as Gio carries ball. That's a nice long shot across pitch to Arjun, who gets very annoyed when he misses it, but is then very quickly beat out. And I believe it is... No. That was a very nice juggling of the bludgers there in the middle between Leicester and London. And managed to reclaim the bludgers. And we'll see how it happens.
20 seconds, gone Snitch, guys.
20 seconds till Snitch happens as Leicester slowly advancing the quaffle. Looks like they're probably going to wait and just slow ball it unless they can get a nice break. London trying to do a bubble with one bludger, and Leicester Seeker immediately beat number 84, And number 9, Leicester Seeker is coming on. Number 4 is, immediately beat. No bludger situation as Argent is double 2-arm tackle, so sent back to hoops. Gio is trying to pull the Leicester Seeker down. Leicester chaser down, as unfortunately. And that was a very nice catch. And that looks like it looks like it was good, but there was a little bit of a stumble from Kyle. Could that mean he was potentially off pitch? The refs are going to discuss it. Also, any fouls in the chaser game over there, as it was very scrappy. But Leicester may have done it. It's going to have refs having a nice conversation. So, Lucy, how do you think the game's gone?
I think it's been quite interesting, actually. Definitely not boring. Lots of scrappy play, I think.
Yeah, lots of scrappy play. Some really nice beta play, especially causing the no bludger drives on the offense. And that catch, I believe, is no good. As Kyle returns to play. And we'll see. I don't know the reason. Okay, unfortunately, the catch was disallowed for a short scrab there. But Leicester still with the bubble on pitch. And London looking to break that bubble with both their beaters. Gio is remaining with the quaffle. As Kyle sprints across the pitch. Let's have a look. Leicester Seeker. Some very close beating there. As London unbreakable score. And unfortunately, the Leicester Seeker is beat number 9 there. So, yes, for London, I believe. And they are just going to get into a maul around the quaffle there. As Leicester Seeker is beat again. As causing no bludger situation. And London Seeker is beat again. With Gabri back on. Just forcing everyone back. Taking them all, allowing it to just remain whilst the snitch on pitch play continues. Just harassing the Seeker all the way back to the hoops. And again, that looked like a nice clean catch. Kyle is still standing. Have to see if it's another short scrap. Snitch catch by number 9 there. So as everyone's standing up, ready to get back into the maul, while the refs deliberate, so everyone having a nice little hug around the ball, seeing what they can do. Just not really paying that much attention to what happens, as long as it stays there, so they can keep it in game, in play. But I think they're looking for any fouls, seeing if the catch is going to be called good. But everyone is just hugging the quaffle. Seeing how everything is. Leicester still regain bludger control. Still have bludger control. So if it's easy, if it's going to continue, they will have a nice bubble in which to play with. And still deliberating. Seeing the snitch was definitely on pitch. So we'll have to see how things are. But I think they're deliberating about... I'm not sure what they're deliberating at. Maybe a foul in the bludger play, which I didn't see, but I am not personally sure about that.
There was one that went flying off down there.
So maybe one because of a very missed beat there, which forced will just go flying, but I'm not sure.
All the refs are
I cannot comment. I don't know. Oh, and that is Gabri. Rest going towards Gabri. That is going to be a card for, I believe, intentionally throwing a bludger off pitch, but which will disallow the snitch catch. Unfortunately, can't see as refs are still deliberating, and Gabri argues it. It's getting ever so tense here, as the winner of this will advance on to play. As we look up the spreadsheet, the winner of this is going to advance on to play. If you look at the day 2, the upper, Leicester will be in the. So might be Bristol either Bristol or York, which is going to be an interesting. I think Bristol with some very good players, very good players in the beating and also in the chasing, actually. And York being a very good team from the north. And as the ref is about to make his decision, Gabri starts arguing again. Going to see how that goes. But that is looking like it's going to be a disallowed catch, unfortunately. And that Leicester will have only one beater in play. So this is going to be nice and interesting. See what the rest decide. Because although I think Leicester do have it in the Seeker game, but it will be interesting to see if they can hold this bubble whilst only having one beater. I have not. And I believe from the Unspeakables, I believe they are losing to LQC. One of the best teams in the UK. One of the top three, I'd say. It's very difficult to choose between either of the top three. So yeah, as there's not really much to say. Everyone's still hugging the quaffle as there's still a brooms down. I don't know any of the Leicester Seekers who are going to be next. As water is cold, as they're still deliberating. As Gabri is debating whether it was an intentional throw off pitch. So London don't seem to have subbed that many of their players. They've still got quite a few of their beaters who've been on for quite a while. But this may change when the snitch on pitch. We'll have to see. So that's going to be interesting.
I would like one match to end on time today.
As Leicester players start having fun in the sub box, seeing what things they can do. The London sub box looks a lot more tense. Very anxious, seeing if it's going to be called good, if they will be eliminated from the tournament. So the refs. Tev Wallace explaining that. Talking about the rules, making the decision with the assistant referees. They're looking for the third bludger.
Yeah, that's that bludger. No, it's not that one.
No! Apparently there was a third bludger that had been lost, and was now hidden under a pile of coats, just behind the score bench. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
So I'm guessing goal no good, it looks like.
What, sorry?
They reset the bludger, so I'm going to guess it's a no catch.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like because of the lost bludger, it looks like Gabri may receive a yellow card for intentionally throwing off pitch.
Here, it's within the bounds and it's no one's play.
So that's going to be interesting to see. And what is it? Okay, and the catch is good after some very heavy deliberation there by Accardi and the refs. Leicester win it against the London Unbreakables and celebrate by a mass hug of their seeker.
Accardi!
London do not look particularly happy with this. It was very difficult deliberation. Lots of people considering this. So Kyle, as the snitch in question, how do you feel about how the game's gone?
You know what, mate? That was some hard work, and I feel like I got a lot more work to do if I start snitching proper, intensive games. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
that was intense. That was intense.
So what was the deliberation with the snitch catch?
Something to do with the third bludger. I believe we were deliberating whether to give. I mean, I wasn't, but they were deliberating whether to give Gabri a blue card, which would therefore mean the catch would be no good, and then we'd just have to go back to square one. But as Gabri interceded and explained the situation, I'm not quite sure what happened.
Okay.